Hi, Kai do Gaia, Ljubljana. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today to speak to you about the Berlin-based store concept Studio 183. It's been a long journey, but anyways, have any of you ever quit your job without a plan, had no idea what to do, fallen in love and done something completely crazy? That is basically what Studio 183 is about and how it was born. Studio 183 started as an experimental pop-up project in 2015 and has now formed into an independent retail platform representing an evolving selection of Berlin-based and international designers and artists. We currently have 2 fixed store locations in East and West Berlin. On the left, you can see Studio 183 in East Berlin. The other photo is of Bikini Berlin, where we have a location. How it all began. So I quit my job in 2014. I was working at a fashion institute. I started selling vintage items at designer markets and flea markets. I was soon looking for further points of sale. I was calling thrift shops asking if I could possibly rent a space in their space, and they would take a commission per sale, so I wouldn't physically have to be there. Obviously, with the nature of the items, a wholesale model wouldn't work. I kept receiving a negative response to this inquiry. So I asked fellow market vendors and designers I knew from my previous job if we would like to share a space together. I found a space in East Berlin in January 2015 where we started a 1-week project. We went in on it financially together, and we shared the space in terms that everyone was selling their own items in the shop. We put on events. We had tattoo artists, DJ, performance art. It was a great time, but we also did very well in terms of sales, and everyone was very happy with this project. So with my former partner at the time, we decided to continue this project. We found further venues and continued this. Here you can see a bit of like how we were working. It was all very DIY, which that's still the spirit. With how we work. Anyways, so designers wouldn't then have to actually physically be in the space, but we were then taking more of the managerial role, the promotional side, and they were paying to be there, and we took a commission per sale. So it became a bit more difficult to find spaces in the area where we wanted to stay, which was East Berlin. So upon recommendation of a designer who we were working with, I called the Bikini Berlin Concept Shopping Mall and asked if they had a space for us. They asked how many square meters we wanted. I said around 100. They asked if we could curate a 400 square meter space within the time frame of less than 2 months preparation time. We, of course, said yes to that proposal. So, we were only supposed to be there for 2 months. We put a lot of heart and energy into it. We worked with a lot of local designers, with local artists. We had the crazy idea to put in a garden, which I'm trying to show you, but now the presentation's not going on. It's stuck. There we go. So our garden project, I would not recommend that to anyone, or at least the way we executed that. We were only supposed to be there for 2 months. We're still now in Bikini Berlin. We did have to move spaces to a bit of a smaller location. We're now on 225 square meters where we curate a space with various Berlin-based but also international designers and artists. Being in West Berlin, we very much missed the vibe of East Berlin, so we were looking for spaces there. We came across this building that had been a squat until 2009. It remained empty until 2016 when we then moved into the space. Since we were transitioning from a pop-up project to permanent spaces, we were brainstorming, how should we brand this? The owner of the building, who had completely renovated the space, had put Studio 183 in gold letters letters on the building. So we asked him if we could use this for branding our concept. He agreed to that. So Studio 183 was born that way. Here you can see the empty space before we moved in, and then how it's curated. It's constantly evolving and changing. Please come visit us if you're in Berlin. We would be thrilled. So we work with designers in fashion, in accessory, and also visual art. About fashion designers, we're very much about slow fashion. We love working with brands that work with traceability. So traceability is a very important aspect for us, that we can explain to our customers, where do items come from, who has made them, or where have they been produced, what is the story behind the brand. We like working with unique one-off pieces, genderless items, one size fits all. Designers who like working with dead stock, with upcycling, so we're very much into conscious consumption. For accessory design, we also work with genderless brands, and then brands that work with different sorts of materials, so porcelain or real flowers, Then we work with different visual artists where we put different exhibitions on, which ties that into the events we put on. So we're not just a platform for retail, but we also love putting on events where we feature different up-and-coming artists, let's say tattoo artists, designers who are doing, let's say, live painting, DJs, different things. So please follow us and pop by. It's always a good time. What we offer designers. Well, we're a retail and promotional platform. So designers who are working with us, they can test the market. For some, it's an extra point of sale. Let's say they already have a shop in Berlin, but they'd like to be in a different area. Then they come to us. Designers from abroad who would love to test the Berlin market, they come to us, and we can see within 3 months how we work with them. We can give them feedback. We're there to increase visibility for emerging brands, so we work with different stylists. We have media partners. Exactly. So who are our customers? We have very lovely customers. They're, I would say the demographic is about 30 plus. We also have younger customers as well, younger demographic. In general, our customers are very much interested in traceability and the storytelling. They want to know what they're buying. That's basically it. Then what are the conditions for participation for fashion brands? We start off with a 3-month pop-up where designers pay a fixed participation fee and we take a commission per sale. After the successful completion of a pop-up, we also then work on a long-term basis with designers. What would be potential business opportunities for Slovenian fashion designers? I could envision that we could curate a 1-month pop-up, for example, where we have a selection, a curation of Slovenian brands, but then also maybe in combination with Slovenian artists, maybe we put on an event, something like that. So that could be cool. Visit us if you're in Berlin. Follow us. Hvala za pozornost.